Do not make that face. I feel little compared to you.
That's because I'm up on the screen. You know what I mean? I want to be seen and lean.
So we're back after his shitty situation.
It was craptastical.
So we are in part two, and if you were following along for the short moment of part one, then you would know that we started out by you guys guessing what sign we were. So hopefully you guys left in the comments what sign we are, and we'll see who's correct. Baby, do you want to reveal your sign? No, that's not the sign I was looking for.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Close. Maybe, but not quite. Mm.
Yeah. Sagittarius.
Woo woo. And I am.
Birds.
No, I was wondering if I had anything that said it, but I don't.
That I am.
I am a Taurus in May because that makes a difference.
And
A
I'm in
huge.
December.
I don't think it
Um,
makes a difference with y'all. It doesn't.
it. I think it does.
For the males, I've dealt with or dated a few Sagittarius, and I think it may not be some of those characteristics in November may not be as prevalent as in December, but I think it's all there. It's just stronger in December.
Strong. Okay, so where were
Yeah.
we?
We were talking about your poop.
True, true.
What were we talking about? I don't remember because your poop kind of just made
Well,
its own little.
the whole thing about the friends and Dana and
Oh yeah.
um,
Um,
you
I
talked
need to take
about
my
the
B12.
yeah. I just took mine.
Did you?
Um,
Okay.
uh, and the lady that was on Family or Fiance and Family, like
Family and fiance. Yeah.
the amount of accessibility that she gave her friend was not okay or helped in any type of way her relationship. It very well hindered it in a lot of ways. And
Yeah.
then for her to really be on her friend's side, like I don't mind you being on your friend's side, but when it come between me and you, like he shouldn't have no say so. Nor, I'm be honest, I'd rather you talk about what's going on between us with your female friends and not no male friend because the male friend tends to males, and then even on my side, females tend to kind of see how to wiggle in, and
Oh, 100%.
you know what I'm saying. So, like, I would rather you tell your female friends than to tell a male friend that we're having issues or the sex is not standing up like it used to, or his poop game is stronger than before. You know, just
I have no comment, Mr. Iconic.
yes, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Isn't it ironic?
You got a booty and I got the chronic.
I
No,
don't think you do. I like that.
no, I don't got no chronic.
No.
Is that a puppy?
No. Well, if it is, I can't hear him.
Oh, okay, cool.
He ain't in here.
Uh,
Um. So this video is probably gonna be longer since the last one was interrupted.
Yeah.
um I feel like even for me moving forward, so let's fast track a little bit. So we watched the show and they were talking about, she didn't want to let her male friend go, and it eventually fizzled down to they no longer became were friends because he admitted that he intentionally tried to sabotage them. He admitted that he had feelings for her. He even came into a party that he was invited to, and started air grinding behind her, and I just feel like even for me I wouldn't be comfortable with that. um like I've always respected my relationship. So even having male friends, and like we had an instance of someone saying, "Oh, you can come over here and sit on this D," in a group that we were all in. So my husband was in the group, my best friends were in this group, like a bunch of people were in this group. And I made a comment, I forgot what the initial post was, but I made a comment saying I'm gonna sit on the sideline with our bestie and eat some popcorn. Me and my female friend, who was also best friends with this guy, and he made the comment, "No, you can come sit on this D." Now, mind you, my husband's in that group, so that was one thing that I didn't see back then, but I did correct in the sense of, no, we're not going to do that. I'm married. My friend said, "Nah, she's married. Don't say stuff like that." So even in a group setting, that person in particular, I started to see over the years what for maybe, and you can yay or nay what I'm about to say, but for men who have female friends, um, I feel like it's a challenge for them to see if they can get in where they fit in.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, because after he said that, and whatever, what you said or whatever, then it went from him saying that to him saying, "Oh, stop crying or stop, whatever." And it's like, nigga, what? Me
yeah,
stop crying? Like you stepped out of bounds.
yeah,
So I probably could have let it die down quicker than it did if it was just that comment. But when he made the other comment like, "Stop crying, you soft. If you can't handle it, on yeah."
um, I forgot what I said because you went.
I'm sorry.
Um, so no, they would try and get in where they fit in. Now that particular situation, I think, in that specific situation, he was really testing to see how, in my opinion, how strong we were. Um, I think that was the beginning of him really trying to uh, just cross the boundaries. And I never allowed him to the way he wanted, so he never stopped trying, until I just was like, yeah, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Um, so I feel like men and women, because even the show that we're watching now, that I'm not going to speak of, but you know what show we're watching, we will definitely talk about that subject in the future. Do you know what I'm talking the show?
Hmm.
Um, but there's a couple on there, and the male has a female friend, and I think to she's in it to know that she could be in it. Like, I got y'all, I got your man, but I don't want your man like that.
Mm.
Um, I really think that's what it is, because she even said, like, can't nobody tell me what to do. Ain't nobody put no limits on me. Um,
Well,
so I think,
I haven't got that far yet,
Yeah, so
but I
I'm
know who
not
you
gonna.
talking about.
You know who?
Yeah, which couple?
Okay. So I think females do it too. Now fast track, when we first started dating again, um, when my husband basically broke up with his girlfriend, would you consider her a girlfriend?
Yeah,
I'd say so.
I'm trying to figure which one was who. Who was I dealing with?
What do you mean? It was only one when we started dating.
Angie?
No, no, not then. That's way too far back.
Oh, that's why I was trying. I'm thinking back then.
Yeah, no, I'm
Oh, you
sorry.
talking about Erica?
Yeah, so at that moment, you still wanted to be her friend, and I allowed it. And I think for that, for me, myself, it showed growth within me
Ooh, excuse me.
because this is someone that he was in a full blown relationship with, like a few weeks prior, like sexual and all. And I was like, yeah, if you want to be friends with her, that's fine. Um, because I trusted what we had, and I also trusted that what I had and what I was bringing and the growth that I had um, shown myself in that time frame. I said, "Well, you're a man. If you cross them boundaries, that's on you." I'm more or less. It wasn't even, and this is gonna sound bad, but it was like, if you gonna hang yourself, I'm gonna let you hang yourself. Um,
And
because
it did help her to say okay because she seen the growth in me
yeah,
and what I how just everything.
I think it really, and even on the show we're watching now, um, the biggest thing in especially in season 4 is communication. Communication will take you so far in every situation, good or bad. If you're saying, "Hey, I feel jealousy. Hey, I whatever." Like I'm in the past, I've been the female that when my kid's dad was looking at a female, I walked up to her and was like, "He wants your number." And he, at that time, was so blown by the fact that I did that with no hesitation, no whatever. But I'm like, we're not together, so why would I hate on you? Um, but that's just, I feel like that's showing strength within yourself of being able to say, "Hey, I had no hard feelings. Look, you want that female as a friend, that's fine." Now for me, I don't I don't know. It never got to a point with you and Erica where it would be like, let's all go hang out or whatever. Like, me knowing that y'all had already had sex, I think almost made it easier to say yes, because it's like, if it's someone new coming in, then there's gonna be that question of, "Ooh, I could have sex with him," or "What is it like to have sex with him?" Or, you know what I'm saying? Where this is someone that's already had sex with him, so if they were to go down that route, she doesn't have that "I want to have sex with him" thing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
No, go ahead.
so when you meet someone new and you're like, "Oh, we're just friends," or um let's say you had a coworker and y'all are talking, prime example, the Nikki,
Basically, it's
the
the
unknown.
the unknown, the unforeseen, and stuff like that. Like, ooh, it's a new friend. Can I be friends with her? But dang, I wonder
Yeah.
what it would be like. That
Yeah.
type.
And
It,
with you and Erica, it was, y'all had already crossed that bridge. So it's
yeah.
like, if you are telling me I want to be friends with her, it's not like that, and you were being 100% open and honest, then for me it just made it 100% comfortable of saying, yeah, you can be friends with her.
And
Um,
plus, people before I even ended it with her, when me and my wife was just friends and talking, and I was giving
Healing.
her advice on the guys that she was dating or whatever.
So weird.
Yeah, yeah. Talk about it like that now. Yeah, it's weird, but
But it
it,
was a
it,
good, it was I think having those I'm sorry I cut you off, but having those conversations back then, even moving forward, makes it more comfortable to have these deeper conversations.
Yeah. Um. Even back then, she knew, my wife knew, and even Erica knew at like I was talking to her while in the presence of Erica. So, and we were having good conversation. Hell, it wasn't like I was having good conversation like that with her anyway. Erica, I mean.
Do you think, now looking back, that her drawback was because of the conversations we were having in front of her? Like, do you think she felt
No,
some type of way?
because the lack of conversation or whatever, and on a deeper level or whatever, we'd never had it before. So, you know, it was always it was all to me it was always superficial. She she wouldn't open up, or, you know, if she did, it would be, oh, it's fine. It's in the past. Like, I'm not gonna bring it up. But it's like why not? You know,
Mm,
why can't why can't I why can't you allow me to get deeper?
yeah.
You know, so a lot, like I said, the day of, that's why I was asking her, like, do we have anything other than, and this was before us started really talking.
Hmm.
Like, is it anything other than this? And I think
Yeah.
that was the prime time, or a solidified time for me to know that, you know what, I'm not just about sex. Even though my wife at the time said I had a high sex drive and this and that,
I
and
still think you do, but I think that it's just turned into a different level of. I don't. Okay, let me back up. I don't think it's high like I thought before. I think it's high in the realm of experiencing different things.
yeah, and in my mind, I was thinking, when as you was talking, I'm like, it's 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 more quality, like
Yeah, more
like I'm
intimate.
yeah, intimate, um, meaningful, like, in it, like like right now, I'll every day, baby, every day, I'll try to get you morning, noon, and night type thing, because I know.
Bring it.
Well, first of all, I know how to work your body, so it makes me want to work it more,
You're
so to
making me
speak.
blush.
Trying to make them cheeks red too, not the ones on your face. Um, but I feel like it lets you know that I've grown, because when you was like, "Oh, you're a sex addict," and all that stuff, and so yes, she did say I was a sex addict. Served me with divorce papers, and it made me put myself in sex addiction class, to the point where I'm sitting there like, people. This this has went to a whole different way for this video, but it I was
Well,
so
can we be clear though? The divorce papers weren't because of the sex addiction. Let's just, that was just everything
well.
in general. Look, you
I'm
said it
just
as if that's why I gave you the
oh
divorce
no,
papers.
no. But I mean, part of it was the fact that you felt like I wasn't giving you, or I made you feel like you wasn't.
Enough.
Yeah. So it where was I? Shit.
I'm sorry.
So it made me put myself in the class, and I'm sitting there with people uh that had that for some reason couldn't get enough of child pornography, and to the point where it was physical, it wasn't just online. Um you like when I told my wife this, and her working at one of the hotels down there, and it really solidifying the fact that I'm sitting here in a class with lawyers, doctors, congressmen saying how they just can't they have wives at home, but they gotta pay for it. They just gotta have it. Judges, it was a judge in the class with me. When I tell you all walks of life, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, dang, my wife says I'm a sex addict, and all my things was like I would leave comments and like pictures or whatever, but I wasn't acting on any of the stuff physically. I was like, yo, but it that was the beginning of the change that she sees now. I'm not sexually motivated driven, but when it gets down to it, I am okay with my sexuality and free with it. So it might seem like, oh yeah, he's all about sex. No, I'm just okay with it. I'm free with it.
Getting all choked up over there, huh?
Some of the people watching gonna be like, see, God don't like ugly.
uh, so getting kind of reeling it back in to the subject of female friends and male friends. Whoa. Let me drink for you. This has little seeds in it. I don't think you can see. There's seeds in there. Can you see them?
Just
Barely.
barely, but
Yeah, there's
just
seeds in there.
just open your throat and go ahead and swallow it, baby.
Swallow them. I'm going to. Not right now, though. Um, um, so I think for me, so at that time, yes, I was very comfortable with him having female friends, and even moving forward, as long as the female can just respect what we have, because I feel like moving forward, it would obviously be someone new for the most part. So I think very easily, especially with females, they're looking for, if they have male friends, and I know people are going to come at me when I say this, but a lot of times females have male friends because there's something lacking in their relationship. So they're looking for someone to fill in the gaps of what they're not getting at home. So, like, prime example, like my husband just said, when him and I would talk in front of Erica, is because they weren't having the conversations that him and I were having. Now, there was no intention on my part to come in and be a gap filler for their relationship. That wasn't the intention. We just have always been able to talk and have deeper conversations. So it wasn't me coming in. Like, hell, half the time I didn't want to talk because I'm like, no, I'm not, y'all. She's sitting where? Like, and she's okay with us talking? Like, no. Um, I didn't want to. So for me, it was kind of a different perspective, but I do feel like females are missing something. So for like the example of the female on the show, she had her best friend that she went to for almost everything, and her fiance was feeling some type of way, and it was all on her because she allowed the best friend to come through and put a wedge in between the two of them when it came to her needs. So I think for me moving forward, I wouldn't have no male friends because I guess you could say I've already went down that road with one person in particular that I really considered a friend, and that person didn't see me as a friend. That person saw me or anyone that I dated as a challenge to, I don't want to say destroy it, but um like even at one point when I started doing the Facebook dating, I let him know like, oh, I'm gonna get on Facebook dating and whatever else. And
Not
when my
me. She
no,
mean let the friend know.
yeah. So when my best friend had came down here to drive her brother, he was moving here. Here is in Arizona. Um, and so we went to go visit uh the friend that I hadn't seen in two 2 months, I want to say. I think at the time of her coming, it was right before I got on Facebook dating, and he had made the comment like, "Stay off of Facebook dating," and I'm like, "Why? Like, you are on Facebook dating. Why can't I find someone on Facebook dating?" Um, it was just little things like that of like, I don't want to say control, but there's just that person is a whole nother Pisces situation.
Hmm.
So yeah, no. So at that moment of having a male friend and me feeling like, hey, I'm gonna find someone to date on Facebook dating, instead of being like, yeah, girl, go for it, or whatever, it was, no, you can't do that. Stay off of Facebook dating. And it's like, why? What's the problem? Um, and I think honestly at that time I had already fallen out with that person. So even that comment was just like, you tried it. So I personally would not have male friends moving forward just because that that particular situation kind of um st- what's the term, like if something doesn't, like if a baby touches a hot stove and it's like it's hot, it burnt me, so now I'm not going to do it again. So it's kind of like that, like I tried the whole male best friend thing, and that person didn't stay in their place. So I don't think moving forward I would have a male best friend to that degree. I would have maybe male friends if it was like a group setting, but not someone that we're texting and saying, hey, I need your help, or it wouldn't be any of that. I'm just gonna keep it real, just for me in particular. Now, if my husband said, hey, I want to have a female friend, or, this female seems cool, or we're talking about this or that, he is completely okay to have like female friends. Like, we've been on the phone and he's texting his coworkers. I didn't have no issue with that. I don't care. Like, in the past I would have been like, wait, y'all got each other's numbers?
Who
What?
was
Say what?
who was I texting?
It was the day that you guys were like, someone had went to go and get food, and you were like, oh, I'll text so and so and let them know what you want. It was
Oh,
within the last week, I think.
oh,
Someone,
Ray.
yeah. So I didn't look. I didn't care. Like, but in the past, I would have been like, "Oh, you got her number? What? We doing that now?"
Man. And she don't even have my number. She got the Google Voice number. I don't.
It doesn't matter. She
True.
could still get a hold of you.
I feel you. I feel you. But no, I don't. I don't even see her as a friend. Is a coworker, associate. everybody at the job I see as an associate. You know.
But in
Oh, excuse me.
fairness, in the past, that would not fly.
Yeah.
In the past, that would not fly. That would be a strong issue. And even so, you had another female friend at work that I felt like was crossing the line, and I was
Now
friends with
or
her
then?
back then.
Oh, you talking about Don?
Yeah,
But
I was
still,
friends with
y'all.
her.
Yeah. But
So again, you what?
I didn't feel like I was crossing line. But I understand
No,
where you coming from, though.
yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, I think in any situation, it's really just clarifying the boundaries because even for Don, I was okay with the friendship that they had until it started becoming like more than I was comfortable with. And
And
I 100% agree it wasn't on my husband. I think it was her trying to get what she wanted.
and still, I'm still oblivious to what she wanted because I feel like a lot of the other people was putting that in your ear. The other coworkers,
But
the other two
yeah,
female coworkers.
agreed, but she still was in my eyes 100% doing too much.
Okay.
She she was doing enough that even though yes they were telling me that she was doing A, B, and C, you almost confirmed in a sense like okay, so why does she need to come and sleep on your bus? Why does she always need to be around you? Why does she always want to only go out to eat with you? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it
Yeah, she was paying. Sometimes she was paying. Shit.
you're not helping.
But no, I know what you're saying. Like, yeah, sleep on my bus. Yeah, because I would park my bus right there next to the break room. So when it was time to feeling sleepy, I would just head out to my bus.
Yeah, and then here she comes. She made sure she was right there with you. And the
Mm.
thing is, people, her and I were friends. I really considered her like to this day, if things didn't go the way that it was, her and I would probably still be friends. Like I thought she was cool as hell. Her and I talked, her and I text, her and I were on each other's social media, and she just really
And
and
she was never on my any of my social media.
yeah, she. I think I can't necessarily say because I don't know in a sense, but I really think she was trying to see, just like with my male friend, I think she was trying to see where we were at or what all I knew or how comfortable I felt with her being around to see if she could really push it further. I
Yeah.
think and her and I were the same sign, but I do see even having a lot of friends of the same sign, I see where her behaviors were almost competitive. Like, I feel like it was her even knowing that people were telling me what she was potentially doing or saying made her day.
Yeah, cause I mean, when I think about it, like I remember like even saying to myself, like she wasn't even to me, she wasn't attractive enough physically for me to even want to attempt to try to cross that line. Yes, baby.
I just saw something that I don't know if you're aware of.
No. What did you see? Yeah. No, I see it.
Okay. Okay. Anywho, um, no, I think and that in particular kind of like really hurt my feelings in a sense, because I'm like, I really considered you a friend of mine, even. Like, you two worked together and y'all had y'all work. It was only work, but she really just took it beyond that. And so I think even moving forward for us to, or for you to have female friends, it would have to be very clarifying of what the boundaries are.
Yeah, but then again, I'm not even. It don't mean like I could care less. To be honest with you,
I
about
think
even getting a female friend. Like I work with some, and that's it.
I think at this point it would have to be like the situation we were talking about, or that we've been talking about. I think that's the only way that a female would be in the picture like that. It would
Yeah,
have to be friendship.
yeah.
So I don't know. But what do you like? I don't know. I just know for me, like, I had a bad taste with male friends, so I wouldn't do it again.
Me, I don't know if I ever had a female friend where I talked to like that, like on that particular level, like how you and old boy was.
I think honestly, that situation, there was never a genuine friendship. I looking back, it was always even like there's one time he had reached out and asked me to help him file some legal paperwork or go over legal paperwork because he just couldn't process it. He didn't understand it. And so he's like, "You're smart. You can read this and figure it out." And then it led to, "Can you write me a
Recom-
letter of not
recommendation.
recommendation, not recommendation. It was a letter of character, more or less. Like, this person, works in this industry, and this person is staying out of trouble." Like, basically saying, okay, yes, this person's past looked bad, but this isn't the same person now. And in doing that, and this person had multiple female friends, but I feel like the friendship was never genuine on a friendship level. I feel like even saying now that it was a friendship, it was all one sided. It was all
Motives.
always a motive. And I never saw it because it was covered up with friendship. And so it just, yeah, I feel wholeheartedly that from beginning to end, it was always a motive or a challenge, um to, even when I started dating the first Sagittarius, when we went to Vegas, like, all of that was uh me being like, "Hey, I'm finna go here." Now, granted, he didn't care for one of my other female best friends, but so it was like, have fun in Vegas. Okay, you're celebrating that person's birthday, whatever. But I didn't see that the real disgust was because, hey, I'm being Vegas with this person or that person.
So the
Um,
Pisces dude was saying, you celebrating that? Okay.
yeah. Um, and I mean, that's a whole line of whatever, but I see now why the Pisces didn't like the other best friend, because other best friend was seeing the behaviors before I saw them, because he dealt with her best friend. So that's why he didn't care for her, because she was saying like, "No,
She knew
don't do
all his
this."
moves, all his
Yeah.
ways.
Yeah. He him in particular, but that sign, in my opinion, male wise, there's never anything genuine. It's always motives, it's ulterior motives. It's always, what can you do for me on any level? If it's legal documents, if it's, hey, you're in Minnesota, so can you go and find out my, if I have a warrant? And it's like, well, yeah, I can Google it. I can get you the number. You know, it was things that could have been done on his own, but you're my friend, so can you do it? Yeah, no. You, like, I just, I have a disgust for male friends. How about that?
Works for me.
I just don't. Now, my earpiece fell out. Now, I can say back in the day, I did have another male best friend that we fell out for stupid reasons, but that person was actually my kid's dad's cousin. So I think, and he was also gay. So like, I wouldn't say that made it any better, but for me it did, because it was like having a female friend. Um,
Oh, I
that
remember.
French,
I
yeah,
don't even remember what he looked like, but I remember the name Chill.
yeah. So that was someone that I confided in extremely, because it was like your family, but like you're also a friend. Like,
Yeah, because
um,
I came in the picture around the time she was still talking to him and whatnot.
y- yeah. And I think when we fell out, it was just, I don't know.
Why did y'all fall out?
I
I
think it was a lot of family drama going on, and because he was watching Junior. He was the babysitter for my mom.
um
Um, I wound up giving him a couch, and then some, like, he was supposed to pay me for the couch, and I wanted the couch back because I'm like, you didn't pay me. Um, so I think that was something, but I think even between the two cousins, or all the cousins, like, he doesn't deal with the family at all. Like, I've wanted to reach out to one of the cousins and be like, have you heard from this person? Because no one speaks of him. No one mentions him. Like, he flat out disappeared. And I'm like, is he even still alive? Like, because I knew he was dealing with a lot of high profile people, and also just him being who he was, like, almost playing Russian roulette with his life in a sense.
yeah,
So um I don't know, but that person, if that person came back around, I would be friends with him again. That person, only because I that was never anything, there would never be a thought of anything sexual or whatever. But I know you and I have talked about that in the past, and you're like, it doesn't matter if he's gay, he's still a man and gonna have those thoughts. But I would disagree, because him and who he was, a female was not enticing, pleasing, nothing for him. Like, he wanted to be more of a female than me. So
yeah.
I think that for him in particular, there would never be a thought of, ooh, I could mess around with her. The thought of messing with a female for him was like throwing up. It was gross.
I definitely was saying that back then, and that's probably because I seen so many dudes pretend like they was gay just to see. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, you can change in front of me. I'm gay. I don't want nothing on you. But then they like, damn.
Yeah, no, not with him. Mm-mm. No. But I don't
I'm
know.
saying though, baby, that booty you make a gay man straight
Get out of
and
here.
make a straight woman bi gay or whatever. I'm just saying, yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I do get hit on more than you, so.
So that concludes our video today.
Ah, no. he's just feeling some type of way because every time we would go to the club, I got hit. Even at his job, I don't remember what female that was. It was one of your coworkers' girlfriends. It was the other security guard, I think. Yeah, the native guy. I forgot what his name was, and it was his girlfriend that would come in. She'd be like, "You're so pretty," because you and him will be standing at the door. He's a native guy. What? Oh, what was his name? He was on my Facebook for a while. When you worked at the
Oh,
bar,
oh, the bar. Yeah. Okay.
do you know who I'm talking about?
Uh
I forgot what his name, but it was his girlfriend or fiance, wife. I don't know what she was to him. I don't remember what she was to him.
yeah, I forget, but I remember.
Yeah. So yes, I would get hit on more than him, and it made him feel some type of way.
Yeah, only because it's women hitting on you. I'm like, what about me? What about me?
Would you prefer men hit on me? Like that's the thing.
Well, no, but
Well, I
go
don't
ahead.
know. I mean, that's obviously. I my husband has said many times. I know guys are jumping in your inbox and people trying to holler. I'm like, they legit don't. It's only when we're in public that he sees that, so he assumes that like
But
social media people are just.
I
I
see
don't.
that from women in person. I mean, I've seen women hit on you in person, and as far as me, like I've been given hand gestures and hand claps, like handshakes, like you got a good one right there, you got a winner, and all that stuff. Like that was in person.
From dudes.
Yeah, a couple of them in the club.
Did they think we weren't together or something? Like you
Well, to be honest with you, at the time in Gabby's, we wasn't together. We was just
just friends?
yeah, yeah. Look back at that bed and know where your head gonna be. Yeah, yeah,
Anywho, um, so I think we've covered a lot. I think
yes. If y'all wanna hear about more or something that we probably ain't talked about that you might be going through, you can also leave it in the comment. And if we went
like
through
how
it,
we handle different situations.
yeah, if we went through it, we'll make a video about it.
Yeah. And we've been through a lot. I mean, our history, we met in 2004.
For
We started dating in 2008. We were
eight.
engaged in 2011, married in 2012, divorced a couple of years ago, and remarried last year.
It's not funny.
It sounds so,
No, I'm just
it
kidding.
is funny. It is funny because we don't
So
have the
we
typical storyline. And even where we might be heading, and I say might as strong might, or maybe not a strong might, but whatever. People will be like, "Whoa!" Like I think if people knew like in detail, they'd be like, "Y'all met on a dating line."
hmm shout out to Live Links if y'all still up
I
and
don't know.
running.
I think they are. I don't know. Um, but yeah, we
Ooh,
met on a dating
we
site
should do it. We should try to see if Live Links is still up and do like a three-way call and
and
like
ask them like stories of people meeting and getting married.
oh no, not talking to the people of Live Links, like be like a couple on Live Links searching for whatever.
Mm,
Just experimental.
yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of weird people out here now.
Well, yeah, true. But
There's a lot of weird people out here now.
who's more
Um,
than I?
you got a point there.
Put
Yeah,
iconic.
don't you
I'm
really look like Jazzy Faye at that very moment? Like, I'm gonna need you to
gonna need you to screenshot that one.
hold on. I'll don't move. Oh wait. Let me see. Can I let me see. Okay. Screenshot. I wish it okay, never mind. Um, but what do you think? Like, I think we've done good. We've covered a lot of topics. I like I said, I would be okay with you having female friends as long as you put up those boundaries and let them know, like, look, this ain't that. We're not doing that. And it would definitely have to be someone like Dana where we're all connected together. Not that I don't trust you. I feel like at that point if a female didn't want to be friends with me, then what are your motives?
Facts.
So and I don't even want to put myself in a situation of a male friend because I do agree with my husband and I disagree with him in the past, more or less because I think I was naive to the fact that men would try to get with a woman knowing she's in a relationship. So I was very naive. I was very, like, my eyes didn't fully open until last year. Um, so yeah, I wouldn't even want to put myself. I mean, it would have to be a rare circumstance if I decided to be friends with a man. It would have to be rare. Like, I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
what rare is rare, but I just don't care to have someone pretend to be my friend just to almost destroy my life in a sense.
yeah.
Because that's what Pisces do.
For me, if I even like even with so okay, so one female at the job got the Google Voice number, and the other female is on social media. I don't like. They've said, "Oh yeah, come out and hang," and they've said that a few times or whatever. Or even they was like, "Oh, you 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 sound fun to hang out with, especially the fact that I know so much about uh adult toys, all due to my wife over, my wife over there, and they be having toy parties, or they've been talking about having toy parties, and like inviting me because it seemed like I know more about the stuff than they do or whatever. So
That's bad.
yeah,
I'm just like, how do you have a toy party and not know what the toys are for, or the categories they're in, or what they do, how to use them?
well, see, that's the thing. I don't think they know any dude that knows about the stuff like I do. Like you taught me, baby.
Yeah,
Damn, you look good,
thank you.
man. Y'all gonna have to catch us on the beach somewhere.
I cannot wait. We
You have a
this
bathing
year,
suit coming.
huh?
You have a bathing suit coming.
Do I?
Yeah,
Ooh, when?
I don't know.
Um, what color
I-
is it?
Uh, aqua blue. It's called,
Mm,
but it's more aqua blue.
2 piece or 1 piece?
3 piece.
3 piece. Hmm. Okay.
Hmm.
We are planning on going to Florida this year, probably this summer, hopefully.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I definitely like on everything. We going back to Myrtle Beach. I'm going back to Myrtle Beach. I'm bringing you with me.
Yes. I think um we're gonna have to plan these trips, and you guys will be along. We will be filming. We may even go live. We're planning on taking some trips soon here, and I think we probably may go live for those. Um, and I'll still record, but maybe just 5 or 10 minutes of seeing where we're at. Um, and also because we'll be together, we can do our shorts live, from there.
Yeah,
Um, I think so. We haven't really come out the closet, really, and
I don't know what you talking about, but I'm looking at the time. So,
I know.
all right,
That's you and your booty's fault.
okay, go ahead.
Um, but we we there's more to it. So like my husband said that, I used to sell sex toys. So I have um an interest in the sex industry, I guess you can say. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I think um I yeah. So we have a side to us that we have not necessarily shown on here, and we probably won't show on here.
Unless
Um
y'all like and comment
uh,
way more than y'all
no,
do.
we I already have some things set up that we are going to dive deeper into um the adult area, and maybe honestly what we're looking into now, we can put those videos in a different place of those conversations of talking about what we've been talking about the last couple of nights.
Uh,
So we might have to look into that. I'm gonna look into that. But yeah, so when we go to Vegas and Florida, we will probably be um doing looking into some things or trying things out um that interest us in those cities. So definitely follow along. I'm actually going to be working this week outside of studying for my state exam, into putting those things into place. But for now, I think we did really good with talking about how comfortable we feel with the whole is that person just a friend? Um,
I guess we can even put it in conclusion. If you of the opposite sex and you're trying to be our friend or either one of our friends, if you ain't trying to be friends with me or be friends with her, ain't no need of you being around.
yeah.
But then
And
again, we
honest,
really ain't accepting no new friends
well, I won't say that. Um,
because there's
well,
always possibility of new friends.
well, yeah, because we're growing on YouTube, so there's that. But I think
Oh,
honestly, what just came to me is what it, and this is a situation I promise we're ending because we're obviously at an hour. But what if a female wanted to be my friend just to get closer to you? Or what if a male became your friend just to get closer to me?
on the next episode,
Yeah, that's definitely the next topic. Um, I think we should talk about that because people do that.
yeah, well, we'll talk about it now because I know if I feel like you're trying to be my friend just to get to my wife because there's all kind of signs that I feel like I'll pick up on. Kind of like being friends or whatever. You'll know somebody got, it's not 100%, but it's a good possibility if you want, if a friend, whether it's male or female, have hidden motives. They always saying, "Hey friend, oh this my friend, 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 friend." Like,
Yeah.
why are you replace my name with friend? Who are you trying to convince? Or who are you, like you know what I'm saying? I feel like when you substitute a name or whatever for something else is like, yeah, but I ain't gonna tell you what I think about, like how people will be like if they, my friends trying to get to you. I ain't gonna say that because then it's just give them, if they happen to see this video, a way to get to manipulate the situation, so to speak. I'll tell you off camera though.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, and for me, I think it's a red flag of, oh, is your husband coming with us, or is it gonna be just me and you? Like, why do you care if he's coming? Like, stuff like that. Like when they show more of an interest of making sure you're around, or is your husband home? Stuff like that. Then I think that is a red flag. And actually, now that I think about it, I have had a friend that wanted to be wanted by everybody's man. So you know who I'm talking about.
I know Slimer.
Oh God, stop it. Um, but that was some, I ain't even gonna address that one. But yes,
Yeah,
so it is, and I don't think she wanted you in a sexual way. I think she just wanted
wanted
to know
the
that you
attention.
wanted. She wanted, yeah, she wanted the attention. She wanted to know that you, in her mind, you wanted her.
Yeah,
Um. So yeah. Uh. But we're gonna end it because we are obviously over an hour. I
yeah.
think it's been a great conversation. Like my husband said, if you guys have questions and you want to hear how we handled those situations, if we've had them, drop a comment below. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, just say hi. Um, and we will catch you in the next one. We are out.
And tell me I look good. All right.
Well, say your saying and close us out.
I forgot the saying, and
Baby.
people are here.
Okay, so don't ground your love, make it out of this world. And we are out.